Hello, welcome to another very interesting episode of Cross River Today. My name is Fidelis Bob Ubana. Of course, it's been very interesting so far since we started streaming on this platform, and I must say thank you to all our viewers across the world for supporting us every single day. Today on this episode, we'll be talking to the Police Public Relations Officer, the brand new Police Public Relations Officer of Cross River State. I must say he's quite young and very intriguing young man, and he is ASP Eitokpa A. Sunday. He's seated right here today. I'll be talking about bridging the gap between the police and the public through communications. Good afternoon and welcome to Cross River Today, ASP.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bob.
It's good to see you.
Sam, thank you for having me.
And I must say welcome to Cross River.
I've been on ground since for a while.
You know, I just learned that a couple minutes ago. But for me, it's so welcome because not so much was known or seen about you, even though you're on ground.
Yes, I was working underground.
Really?
Along with my police.
We not like underground work. So it's good to have you. I mean, as a brand new PPRO in Cross River State. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So today we're talking about bridging the gap between the police and the public through communications. And I must say, first question on my mind this afternoon is, there's this misconception about the police and the public. Oftentimes you've tried to make the public your friend. There's this, quote that the police is your friend. But people still are disenfranchised when they hear the police. They feel like the police are not their friends. Why do we still have that notion that the police is not our friend?
Thank you very much. I think that question is not peculiar to Cross River State alone.
Okay.
It is a worldwide affair.
Okay.
It's something of a perception, a view, a mindset. Let's go back to memory lane.
Okay.
I think when the colonial masters were actually on ground, they used the police as a medium of intimidation to bring our forefathers to subjection. So if you can remember back
of
then.
course,
so
of course.
This same mindset was being passed from their fathers to them and then down to us. So people still have that notion that when you say policeman, it's black and black, is that you're fighting or you're running. So is that you flight or you fight something. So you don't stand for them to come. So that's why that mindset is still there. So even if you see a policeman approaching you with courtesy, you still like, what I don't do.
Right.
So it's a mindset.
But why is it difficult to still change the mindset of people? I mean, so many years down the line, you still have that mindset that once the policeman approaches you, it's either you run away or you just want to do something to leave that scene.
Yeah, like I do say, it took time to become this bad.
Yeah.
And back then, there was no social media. There was no way to send information across effectively. So it was like a one-way communication channel. The police don't have that grassroots relationship with the public.
I agree.
So the police were here, and the public were here. So there was this gap. But with the advent of social media, with the advent of print media, all of that, and avenue like this, we are able to bridge that gap. And me here being present is one of those methods.
I would say the police is trying so hard to bridge that gap, but there's still much work to be done. Because oftentimes, there's always this chaos between young people and the police, especially, in the southern part of Nigeria. And then you begin to wonder, why is the police so interested in young people in Cross River State?
Not in Cross River State in particular.
Yeah.
Is the world entirely, because young individuals are the ones that have
let's
life.
Narrow it down to Cross River because, that's the context here.
In Cross River, the youths form the majority of the people. The schools, when the schools are closed, the town is empty.
True.
Literally. So the cultists, the drug users, the Yahoo boys, the fraudster, those that want to commit any form of crime are majorly from the younger generations. I'm not saying that it's only them, but they make a larger percentage of people that want
I agree.
So we have to watch out and then be proactive when we are dealing with young individuals.
So you just said something that is striking. I agree that these people, in your words, the cultists, the fraudsters, are from the younger generation. I agree. But does that also mean, majority of them, does that also mean that every young person who's driving a flashy car, who looks good, who's living well, is into one illicit dealings or the other? No, because that's the mindset of the Nigerian police force. I mean, we see it everywhere in the States.
Okay, let me clarify that for you. What we do is more of proactive policing.
Okay.
The Commissioner of Police now in Cross River, the 48th Commissioner of Police, CP Rashid Bello Afeboa, is an advocate of proactive policing. where we try to see how we can nip crime in the bud before it manifests. So when we carry out routine checkup, stop and search, is to fight these crimes. We have recovered vehicles before from stop and search.
I
Two
agree.
vehicles, I think that's December, I can remember.
Last December.
Flashy cars, yes. Flashy cars, and it was through this proactive measure. So it's not as if we are bored in the office, we want to stand on the road and just start causing chaos. No, we are there for something.
So speaking of the police and trying to recover vehicles and trying to, crack down on fraudsters and all of that, there was a memo a couple months ago from the IG that it is illegal to search mobile phones of citizens. But as I speak to you right now, even up until this moment, the Nigerian police, members of the Nigerian police force still go on ahead to search mobile phones of citizens. I can give you an instance. The anti-cultism unit of the Nigerian police force. Why is that so? Is that unit bigger than the IG? Where do they take their instructions from? Because it seems as though they don't listen or obey instructions from the IG.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. As at last week, the Commissioner of Police called all tactical commanders and still lectured them on violation of human rights when it comes to right of privacy.
So is that one of the violations of human rights?
Yes. When it comes
so would
to
you say the police has been violating human rights?
The bad eggs among us. I believe
the bad
that,
eggs
yes,
amongst us.
the
Okay.
bad egg. Now, this is what we should know as civilians. You have rights. Once the police flag you on the road and ask for your phone, don't open your phone for the police.
Sometimes they force you to open
your phone. If they say
phone.
come to the station,
Yeah.
fine. You have the right to call your legal counsel.
Really?
Yes.
In a situation where your phone is seized from you.
Stand on that right.
Okay.
Stand on that right.
So I would like to quote you. So if a police flags you down and says, hand me your phone, it is my right not to hand them my phone.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And if they further say I should open my phone, I can choose not to open the phone, right?
You can choose not to open the phone.
Okay.
Yes.
And if they ask that I give them my phone for them to open, I can choose not to.
No, it is wrong for them to open
It is
your
even
phone.
wrong in the
Yes.
first place.
The only way they can open your phone is if there's a case against you,
Okay.
and then your phone is a crime scene.
Oh.
And that one is not on the road. It's going to be
In the office.
station. Your lawyer will be present.
Okay.
If you are accused of sending nude chat or nude text to somebody and they don't want to...
Or defrauding somebody.
Yes, they will have to do a search warrant and then open your phone to get further information.
From you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like our people to understand that it is illegal, it is wrong for you to give a policeman your phone to open. It is actually against the laws. The IG has made that very clear. No policeman has the right to search your phone. But like, our PPRO has said, it is one thing to say and another thing for this policeman to actually obey. So if they flag you down, it's scary, right? Because these young boys are actually scared of the policemen, trust me. They are worried once they are flagged down. The next thing they want to do is call somebody for help or find a way to bail themselves out of that situation. But we'll come to that later. Now, there's, this thing called emergency.
Yes.
In Cross River and even Nigeria at large. How is the police force handling emergency cases in Cross River State?
Cases like fire outbreak or...
Fire outbreak, armed robbery, any other issue at all?
Even as at yesterday, somebody called me that there was a fight at Ekwobasi, called Fight. He sent me the video. Immediately, I called Dragon Commander. Please send boys to that place. And
did he respond?
Yes, they acted. So my phone number is always out there. We have the control room line. Once you see something happening in your vicinity, call.
Okay.
Help us, give us that cooperation, and then call us, and then we'll act.
But if you call say fuel go to the cars, because oftentimes you don't
down,
hear
leave
complaints
down,
say
that's our
fuel no
business.
deal.
That's
No, let's clarify that now, PRO, because these are real issues, right? You call and there are complaints like we no get fuel, or men no deal, or men don't go work, or stuff like that.
No.
So are you saying that when we call, there will be a quick response and intervention?
Yes. I'm assuring you that 101%.
Talk to the camera, assure them.
101%. You can always call my line. You can always call the control room. I will patch you up to the team that will come to your rescue.
Now, speaking of calling your lines, are there phone numbers we can actually reach out to? Maybe your direct lines or office lines. Can you call them out so I don't forget that? It's very important.
You can reach me on 070-6797-7330. That's my direct line.
Okay. Calls, WhatsApp?
Yes, anytime.
Anything at all?
Anytime.
So how about
1
office line?
a.m., 2 a.m.
Well, I'm sure you also need your time to rest. Is there an official line?
That one is in the office.
Okay.
That you can display on the screen.
Okay, we'll have that displayed on the screen. That's fine. So let's move on to the next question right now. Usually, we say the police is proactive, the police is your friend, and we've come to understand that the police is good at releasing press releases. Once an issue, it's a press release signed by you. Once something happens, it's a press release. So beyond these press releases, how are you fostering good community relationship in Cross River State? Beyond just, issuing out press releases?
Okay. Thank you for that question. This is my 3rd week in the office. I assumed up on the 5th of January this year. Immediately as an office, I created a WhatsApp platform.
All right. For policemen or?
No, all news media that I have. I think as at now we're about 40 or so.
Interesting.
So apart from the press release, I also engaged them in little talks. As at on Monday, I met with the MD of Unical Radio.
Wow, nice.
In my bid to reach out to the student community. We're trying to work on something. Now, I'm going to be having the SCG president, Quitek and Unical, same in my office on Thursday. All these are plans in place to reach out to the grassroots, beyond just press release, like you said.
Yeah, right.
You know, we have to have a one-on-one community engagement. And we do that through our PCRC relation in the grassroots level. We also go to schools and marketplaces. So these are means we want to use to also reach out. And then also online, I'm active, aggressively active. If you see me,
you're young now. Look at you now.
I'm always
you
in
should be active.
I'm always in comment sessions trying to ask how far this message is wrong. Please calm down. Let us give you the real facts. If you check me on my page, I'm always replying.
Very active.
People, yes.
You know, looking at you right now, I'm trying to imagine how old you are. I won't ask you that on air right now, but you're quite young, and I'm tempted to ask, when did you get into the police force, right? Because to have gotten to this level of PPRO means you started this work early.
Yeah, we can say early. I think by June this year, I'll be 4 years.
4 years?
Yes, 4
wow.
years in the job.
And you spent 3 years in Cross River already?
All my entire service here.
And you're an Edo boy?
Yes.
Edo boy.
No,
okay.
No, the Afang kept me.
He likes Afang, so take note, ladies. Just kidding now. Okay, so quick one, right? Still back to the police force and how you do your things in Cross River. I must commend the Commissioner of Police. I must say, during the last festivities, we saw the level of security, we saw the level of alertness, we saw the level of responsiveness from the police force. That was big. But beyond that now, what are the measures the police force is putting in place to checkmate security issues in the rural areas? Right, in Akpabio, for instance, in Odukbangi, for instance, in those areas where there's less policing, what are you doing to see that our citizens there are secured? That's very important.
You cannot say categorically that we have less policing in that place, because we have stations at Odukbani. We have the main station, we have Asabanka.
But is there so much attention given to them as you give to Calabar, the urban areas?
Like you said, it depends on the crime rates.
Okay.
I think it's more prominent in the metropolis than that side. But at the same time, too, we still have men on ground that go on foot patrol. We have people, something called a foot patrol, that men can wear mufti and then just be
disguise themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
To give us information.
Okay.
So when they relate to us, we send men one reinforcement to them.
Okay.
So no place is left like totally bad of
around Cross River State. That's good to know. So one question on the minds of our viewer, I'm sure, would be the question of bail, right? Almost all the time we speak to police officers, we ask this question and we get one answer. I'm going to ask you that question. I want to know what answer you give us now. Is bail free? Because when you go to police stations, it's written on the walls boldly that bail is free. But between you and I, PPRO, you know that bail is not free. If you're caught or arrested,
no, I agree with you on that.
if you're arrested, before you leave that place, you pay something. You must part with something. So let's address this issue once and for all today. As PPR of Cross River State Police, come and tell us, is bail free?
Mr. Bob, bail is free.
How free?
How free?
Yes.
When something is free,
because I mean,
there's no to any degree.
You mean no payment is bail? Once you're asked to go, you just go.
Bail is free. But mind you, some people come and say, okay, I paid bail to so person for my release. Where is the receipt? Did they give you a receipt? What did you purchase from them?
So you're now saying
no,
that
not,
because...
Let me finish.
Okay.
I was saying something before. I said before I became the PR, I was in Calabar for why I was in charge of police complaint response unit.
Okay.
Where we receive complaints from members of the public. So if you call and say, okay, so amount was taken from you as bail, you give us your receipt.
So in a situation where there's no evidence, where I paid cash,
we'll follow up on the matter. We'll call the IP.
Have you ever followed up on the matter to
I have,
conclusion? Really?
I've recovered money for people before.
Who paid bail?
Yes.
So you're saying that some people actually pay bail? Policemen collect money for bail?
Yes.
Okay.
They tend to like do that kind of
So in a situation where I'm asked to pay bail and I tell the policeman that the PPRO says bail is free and I'm remanded because I did not pay, what do I do in that situation?
You call us. You can always call me.
That same number?
Yes, you can always call me.
Okay.
That's why I said demand for your legal counsel.
All right.
To always be there with you.
That's very important.
He will guide you.
That's very important to know. Now, before we call it a wrap on this production this afternoon, let's quickly ask this question, right? What practical steps can citizens and, of course, Cross Riverians take as it concerns the police in building trust? That is one thing that is missing between the Cross River citizens and, in fact, the Nigerian citizens and the police, trust. It seems as though we don't trust the police enough. Why? Is there a lack of trust? And how can we rebuild that thing called trust between us?
Now, there's definitely a lack of trust between both parties, the police and the public. Now, from the police angle, I think it's stemming from a place of misconception, past narratives, past experience, social media narrative, and what have you. But with the advent of this complaint response unit at the state level, this is a medium where you can call and try to report some of these bad eggs, like I put them in quotes, people that I feel like they are deviating within the ambit of the law. You can always call us. We'll give you redress. Then from the public, we demand nothing more than maximum cooperation, giving us timely
When you say cooperation, you mean calling you when there's a problem?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of taking laws into their hands. Recently, there have been these uprising, mob action and jungle justice in
It is wrong. I condemn that totally.
I don't know why. I think since November, December, January, even last week on Sunday, there was still one. So that is not the best approach.
I totally agree with you there.
Not the best approach.
And now quickly before we wrap it up this afternoon. Now, I love the Nigerian police force. And I'm sure, yes, of course I do. I mean, I'm a friend of the police. I mean, aren't you a friend of me? Of course, you're my friend, right? Now, quickly, right? When you drive around town, afternoon, evening, or even at night, highway,
Thank you for observing that.
Okay, fine. So, of course, you're doing a great job. But my problem with those checkpoints is the fact that those police officers on the road, speaking factually, I can show you pictures if you want, they do not do what they were meant to do on the road, to stop and search. When they stop those minibuses, what they do is stretch their left hands to collect 100 naira from them. And sometimes I begin to wonder, what if a minibus is carrying a kidnap bus, but the police is after the 100 naira, and then you pass? If you don't pay, you're delayed. What are you doing as PPRO to put that in check and to call your men to order?
While I was here at CRU, I went to every division in Metropolis to lecture them on the negative aspect of the police in terms of extortion and all of that. And
that's extortion?
Yes, that's point blank extortion. And I told them that it's not part of the police work. Because you might miss it when you're focusing on that area. Like you said, you might miss out on nipping crime in the bud.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So although we see have people that will listen through this ear and comes out this other ear.
It happens, the
so,
bad eggs.
So the one that will call on you people to help us checkmate. When you see them acting like this, you give us information. When I come before that, so there's a traffic grid that Mariam by walkover. What's the reason? He said extortion. Immediately I called the DPO. I said, tell your men to stand down. And immediately the style line was to go.
I'm tempted to ask, what could be the reason for this extortion? Is it inbuilt, or is it just the fact that they're the Nigerian police, they want to always collect money? Because we have cried, we have begged, we have prayed that the police should change for the better. We love the police force, but certain things they do make citizens don't like them so much. One of them is the extortion you just spoke about. What can we do beyond just reporting to the police? Because sometimes it seems as though our reports don't go anywhere. What can we do? Do we take pictures? Do we call them out? Is that a solution to the problem?
If you take pictures, if you take their details, they forward to us. Believe me, we'll do the needful. We have our way of disciplining them internally. Okay. But don't go toe-to-toe with an officer. Don't forward.
That is wrong. It's a no-no. I agree. It's a no-no.
Office is not good.
All right, thank you. Thank you so very much indeed.
And lastly, before we go, like I said from the beginning, it's a thing of mindset. When I was in division, I was working at A division. Somebody called me one time.
Where's A division?
That is by the airport.
Okay.
Just opposite the airport, exit gate. So somebody called me and said he wants to report a case. He said, take the case to anti-cultism. Now I want to make you lock them up for days. Civilian.
Okay, the reporter said that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was like, I said, Mama, no, that kind of thing cannot happen again. That was like 1994, before NSAS, we don't do that anymore. So it's more about the way you also see us too. As per se, we're supposed to use to oppress. So you want to fight your neighbor, you go and call Dragon.
Right.
You don't want division. Division is too soft. You want Dragon. You want
force action.
So when we move that mindset from our head, and I think we'll get to a better place.
Maybe because of the way the dragon guys also appear. They have red cloth, they have red beret, they look very fearful and dreaded. They have machetes and all that. Maybe because of the way they appear, so people think like, nah, then they do the real work. you know, that's when they do the real work. You know, maybe that should also be addressed, how they appear, don't you think?
I told you the CP had them lecture with them last month.
Has there been any change since that lecture?
Yes.
Oh, they've changed?
They were told to shave.
Wow, that's nice.
So look out for anyone that has anything. Just ring.
How about the red beret, the machetes?
No,
Have they dropped that one?
Part of
How about the machete? That one?
They're carrying machetes.
Must snap show you. I will snap show you evidence. I will if I see them the next time. I will. You know,
that's what the PRO stands for.
Yeah.
To be able to bridge that gap between.
I will. I'll take pictures and I'll send them to you so you can act on those pictures. Okay. I must thank you, our brand new PPRO, Cross River State Police Command, ASP Eyitokpa Sunday. I must say, it's a safe place to be, Cross River State. It's a peaceful place to be, and I'm sure we'll work together to ensure the safety of citizens in our state. Before I let you go, talk to me about generality of security in the state. I mean, having assumed that's the PPRO, what can you say about security beyond Calabar to Dukbangi to Ugeb to Ubudu? What has been your perspective so far in the last 3 weeks of PPRO?
Like you said, Cross River is one of the most peaceful states to live in, and it's a collective effort of the police, the public, vigilante group, and youths. So everybody hands are on deck. You see the likes of MC Okrika and all of that trying to bring out certain intricate matters.
Within their domain.
Yeah, I have one-on-one contact with him. So whenever he reach out to me, I'm always trying to attend to his matter. Yes. So security in Cross River has been excellent. Just little petty crimes here and there, court and then...
Is any crime petty?
It depends on... Crimes are in... let's say...
Doesn't collect your wallet, not a petty crime with that.
And let me just say something about that one. Once somebody collects your wallet or you misplace your wallet, please and please, that same day, go and make a report at the
police station.
Yes. People fail to do that.
So how important is that report?
Because that report will save you from identity theft.
Okay.
So in case your account number is used for something, or your ATM was used for something, it's okay. It's not you. As at this day, you reported.
I lost my wallet.
So they will it will kind of exonerate you.
Interesting. Interesting. So all right. Thank you so much. I'm sure there are many questions our viewer would like me to ask, but like I did say earlier, this is just an introductory interview. We'd like you to meet our new PPRO. He's brand new. He's 3 weeks on the job as PPRO, and he's willing to cooperate with all of us. We'll invite him again to come, and we'll have more conversations, deep conversations about issues in Cross River State. I'm sure you're willing and itching to hear that. But don't forget, we are live on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us, share our links, stream, and be sure to be part of the conversation. Advocacy TV is the biggest thing right now in Cross River State. So this is our program on Cross River today. My guest has been ASP Eyitokpa Sunday, Police Public Relations Officer, Cross River State Command. Once again, I must say congratulations on your new job, and I wish you the very best moving forward.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
And that's our show today. I'll see you some other time. My name is Fidelis Ubana. Bye-bye.